Hello, world. Welcome to Ego, Entrepreneurs Getting Organized, a place where we can collaborate, network, bounce ideas off each other, expand the human consciousness, basically. From one business to the other, we all have similar territories, but then there's also places that are different from each other. So, we'll be holding monthly meetings just to discuss high points, low points, especially for the year of 2019. Our sponsor is Nuvia Technologies. They're an agricultural technology company. And just need some guidance from big bros, people who've been in the game for a long time. There's a lot of people in the Durham area who need guidance, especially I was one of them, and I was blessed and lucky enough to find a mentor, and I just want to give that helping hand to whoever else may want it, may need it. Um, Here it is, man. 2019's over. It's 2020. Um, throw all the bad stuff behind you. It's up to you to keep your frequency high. It's up to you to operate at high speeds. You know when you're performing well, how good things can go, and you know when you start slacking, how much it landslides into every area pretty much in your life, your relationships, your fitness, your health. So it's really just like by staying optimal and keeping everything in order, creating a systems for yourself that work. Like me, when I wake up early and I get stuff out of the way, the rest of the day just opens up. I can actually do stuff that I really want to do. Not saying I'm not doing stuff I don't want to do, but you just know other stuff takes priority. Whether that's going out with friends to discuss some stuff we want to get accomplished. But we have the whiteboard. I'll be doing lessons on this guy. We have fitness group meetings that I want to do, and then when we come back here, we just discuss how we feel and the goals we're trying to accomplish. Ego, entrepreneurs getting organized. I really don't want the name ego to confuse people and think, oh, we're getting cocky. It's more about being aware of how your ego is different than everybody else's ego. What stuff makes you tick? What makes your competitors tick? Um, what's your fancy and what's another person's fancy, but to be aware of when that comes into play, how you can hush it, either make it shut up, or you can embrace it for growth or whatever it may be. Ego's more about understanding who you are, and I don't want this group to be limited to people who have started a company or that's what their dream is, because to me being an entrepreneur is every individual's job. You, like me, myself, I consider myself, how does Jay-Z say it? I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man. So the more I take care of me or the more growth I incur, um, everything else grows with it. So if you have those type of blueprints in the back of your mind and you know the steps you want to take and grow towards, things just become I'm not gonna say easier because it does definitely get harder, but you know yourself more, and by knowing yourself more, you're able to fight your battles stronger. You're quicker. You're more agile to dodge the BS. Give it an uppercut or whatever it may be. Just have it's more fun when you know yourself and what you hate and what you don't like about the world or whatever it may be. So just keeping this video quick. This is a nice introduction for what ego is going to be. We're just getting a bunch of people together, getting the greatest minds we want to learn from into a room, and then just bounce ideas off each other. What's worth the time, what's not worth the time, but everybody's journey is different, but still to hear the words and stuff. Like as I speak right now, I have to work on my speaking. I have to make sure I write down the stuff I want to talk about so it's in a timely fashion. It's not just off the top, off the freestyle. I love freestyling. I love when the words just come out. It's like a preacher and he's like, yo, Holy Ghost, help me out. And then it's a beautiful message, but at the same time, making sure your notes are organized so you're not wasting people's time. A big thing with 2020 is going to be where your time's being allocated, the 80/20 rule, stuff like that. What do you spend the most amount of your time on? YouTube is great and all, but when you find yourself in a hole, a binge hole, and you go over the hour mark to 2 hours to 3 hours, then you're now cutting out time from what you can really accomplish, and that's gonna hurt your growth in the long run because there's an abundance of information. So you really have to be picky with what you want your brain to be fed. So we're just getting organized. Entrepreneurs getting organized. Let's throw that right here. Gotta get a proper camera stand because this ain't gonna float. Can't even see it. Ego. Entrepreneurs getting organized. I also want to call it Edwards Guthrie Organization because this is my two last names, and both families have made me the man I am today. Who stepping up, time to be a better player. You know, life doesn't life doesn't care. To be honest, like it does not care. Just it's time to step it on up. Make sure you just do what you want to do because every time you hold yourself back with whether it's negative energies or distractions, you're holding your blessings up, man. You're holding up everything that's waiting for you. It's not going anywhere. Like, you know what you want, to accomplish, and you know it's up to you to step it up. So I really want to connect with like minds. I really love the entrepreneur. I'm an athlete, and what I realized is a lot of athletes love to create. We're either videographers, photographers, good at interviewing, podcasts, and that's where this group is really evolving to, because Guthrie Inc. was my initial creative studio, and it's great. But what I was realizing is, like, a lot of athletes have a lot of drive to create stuff. A lot of, like, Damian Lillard, they drop rap albums and everything, even though they're an athlete. So it's not just maintaining your body and health, but also making sure your mind's sharp, making sure you're spiritually growing. A Kobe interview recently with the Vault, and he was saying how he bought into the yin and yang and the yoga and the Phil Jackson philosophies because basketball is something that you learn. You learn from whatever it may be, all walks of life, and it really helps you become a better person because you're trying to understand, why is this game so amazing? How can I choose the angles better? Or, like, what is my opponent's weaknesses? And that's the game of business. That's the game of life. The more you're on top of things, the easier you'll be able to navigate your decision makings and think like a grandmaster. That's what the video was saying. Make sure you have your 15 steps planned ahead. That's a big one. Me, I'm still on like steps one, finishing some studies I had. It's just stuff I have to get done to make sure I'm a effective leader, effective in the sense that people respect the decisions I made, even though they may not see it now. I generally know where I want to go and stuff. And there's always the top and the ladder and the mountain, and every time you reach a certain point, you want more out of life. So let me stop that there. Entrepreneurs getting organized, or the Edwards Guthrie Organization, bringing businesses together to talk it out, to discuss the battles and what we can really be focusing on, because competition is good as well. You remember that. And we might do some cool stuff where the winning business will get certain prizes, or there's a big story, and I just want to make sure I keep the real ones close, or the people still figuring it out. I'm here for you because I am a human and I've done made my mistakes, especially 2019. Stay hydrated, the big one. You got to drink your water, man. That keeps you energized, and just making sure we bust down what really makes a human perform better, and whatever their goals are, making sure they're held accountable. Let's grow together. But thank you for listening. Ego out.